the demonic possession of Mark Boland, which, as the audience knows, is from T-Rex, by the mistress of the birds, who I'll tell you a bit more about in the second half of the program. Jayson, I'd love to introduce these big creatures to you and tell you a bit about the painting, if you wish.
Yeah, they look like something out of E.T.
Well, they preceded E.T. in my scenario. The fellow there on the left is a unit, to his left is Bomba X.
Can we zoom in on your ambition of Mark Boland?
I certainly hope so.
Okay. Can we get a camera to zoom in on just Mark Boland and then pan over to the two creatures that really possess his spiritual body?
In fact, they're something that undertakers, if you will. It's the mistress of the birds, inspired by the Alfred Hitchcock film Caesar. About a charming queen and her men come to love women and how what we can make of that, but the bad one destroy that.
Yes, because now that I'll share ability. How did you manage your accomplishments? And exactly when and where did you begin to start painting?
I think if someone asked you how you manage your musical career, you'd say the same thing. Hard work and maybe a bit of good fortune now and then. Jayson, I started my art career at the New Milford Public Library some 20 years ago. And all it took to show there was a nail and a picture to put up on it. And through perseverance and a lot of dirty hands for the charcoal I use, I've managed to make it to some of the establishments that you mentioned in that most graceful and lovely intro. I could not have written a better one myself.
Yes. I'd like to, re-quote the introduction. My educational arts aren't as fine as the gentleman next to me. I'd like to mention that he's made an appearance on PM Magazine, and his works are now being exhibited at the Erotic Gallery. Did I say that right?
The Erotics Gallery?
The Erotics Gallery, and that's located where?
That's, for anyone that may be interested, it's located at 64 Spring Street in Soho here, New York City. And I might add that the director of the gallery is Edie Solo, and her husband, one of the most charming members of the artistic community that show at that gallery, is Doug Johns. And, of course, my thanks to Edie and Doug for making the show for Jayson and I just a touch more easy by releasing these paintings from the gallery.
Such fine works of art. I'm gonna try to hit into all the main topics because we could talk for, I guess, hours.
I know that you have. It's been my pleasure.
Have you always made a living as an artist? I mean, you weren't one of these people on West 4th Street, painting portraits for $5, I'm sure.
Jayson, no, I haven't always made a living as an artist, and if the community will bear with me here, I think I have a treasure from one of my past professions. It seems.
Yes,
please.
Would you have one of the stage technicians bring up the envelope, please? This is like
for you in the audience and Jayson, I once dug graves for a living, and we have a memento of an ancient casket here that I accidentally bumped into. Jayson,
you dug, what was that I'm holding?
I don't want to put this,
I hold it up.
I'm told by one of your technicians, and a gifted guitarist called Dave, who dabbles in black magic, that these are dangerous objects, but for us who are naive and innocent and unknowing,
can we zoom in on it?
Okay, this is one of my treasures from my grave-digging days.
Now, this is when painting was not paying the bills.
Painting, even now, Jayson, doesn't always pay the bills. It's sort of like a card game in a matter of chance, and you'll probably find me next summer if the winter doesn't go good, Doug and John, at the Erotics Gallery. Are you listening? You're digging another grave.